Hey, our beloved viewers at UMA TV. Thank you for keeping it UMA TV all the time. My name is Dr. Sechanzi Henry, the CPD chairperson for the Uganda Medical Association. And for the last couple of weeks, we've been discussing about this internship policy, a policy that has caused a lot of reactions from many individuals. Just yesterday, we saw this policy being debated at the floor of Parliament. We saw the leader of opposition calling upon government to drop this policy with immediacy, following which the Prime Minister and the Vice President came and made some remarks, including the fact that they would go back and look at this policy, analyze it more, and come back with a comprehensive report. That same day, we saw the minister, the newest Minister of Health, coming in to comment that, well, for now, it's still being considered that those graduates who were sponsored by government during the undergraduate training will continue to be supported by government, but the privately sponsored graduate trainees will be only provided with lunch. That means they will have to cater for all the other expenses, and wherever they were getting the money from to support them through the course will continue to be the same sources for them to push through internship. That and much more is what is transpiring in health sector. And yes, we want to discuss this a little more with a person who is at the forefront, who has been there fighting this policy, a person who is leading medical interns nationwide, the president for the Federation of Uganda Medical Interns, abbreviated as FUMI, and that's none other than Dr. Jacobo Mwada. Dr. Jacobo is a current intern, FUMI president, and yes, he's here to discuss with us about the latest, about the most recent updates regarding this policy, and it's a pleasure having you join us, Doc.
Thank you, Papa.
Yes. So I think let's start with the internship before even going to the policy. How is internship taking you?
Well, internship has been one of the hardest things to go through because this is something that takes off all your rights and you really focus on the health of your patient being your ultimate goal. This is something we used to hear in ethics class as theory, but now you've seen reality. That you can stay hungry the whole day, you can miss going home just to take care of the health of your patient. But at the end of the day, we are happy that we are helping people and we are realizing our dream of somebody coming crying in front of you and goes away smiling.
It feels so happy. It's so nice.
That's
to see somebody come in crying and then you fix them and
yes, and they go back smiling.
Yes.
That's our joy.
Okay.
That's the energy that pushes us to move to the following day. Otherwise, the rest of the things are very hard. To some of us, we are around 300 interns, which Ministry of Health scrapped off our allowances.
So
we
bad.
have never gotten the money, but we have tried. Others have families broken down, others have lost it mentally, but still recovered and continue to work. And we really hope our money will come, by the way, because we have our contracts. They lied us into signing contracts, and we signed them. And our contracts must be honored. Our money must come, because we are not slaves to anybody in this country. Thank you so much.
To somebody who doesn't know so much about internship things and the remuneration, why is it that a group of interns is not receiving money and the others are receiving?
Well, there is no legal reason as to why we are not receiving and our colleagues are receiving. The reason that is there is illegal and malicious. That somebody told us because you're a government employee getting a salary and on your study leave, you don't deserve to get the internship allowance. Yet there is no intern who suffers at his workplace like he suffers during internship. Clinical officers at health centers, this is where we come from, they never work 36 hours. They never go into theaters. I have had colleagues on PEP. As he reaches the 15th day, he pricks himself again and he returns. You know, those scenarios are not there. People are living kilometers and kilometers away from their families. The expenses of taking care of the families are higher than what they used to be. And somebody maliciously denies you an allowance, which is very little.
Simply because you are maybe a clinical officer and you are earning that clinical officer salary.
Yeah.
Now you are upgrading to become a doctor.
A doctor.
So they still take it that you should be benefiting from.
It is very wrong and it is illegal. But for that one, we were in court. We went to court, and we believe court sorts us before this month ends, because we shall not wait for this month end before court sorts us. Please, court, do your work. Please help us. We need our money.
Surely. That money is really necessary to help you push through. I mean, I did internship. I'm actually making about 6 years ago. And yeah, surely during internship, you need that support, you need that facilitation. Sometimes you need the border to take you to attend to that emergency. Sometimes you don't have what to eat. Sometimes the landlords can be on your neck. I don't know how your experience has been. Where are you doing your internship from? Are you provided with those basics, accommodation, meals?
No, I don't have accommodation. I personally rent.
Oh.
And renting was very beginning in my second rotation was very hard, because you have to pay rent, you have to buy equipment in the house, you have to buy saucepans, again plates, of which money is not there. Somebody expects you to use your salary to pay rent for the family where it is, and also pay rent for you. Buy food for yourself where you are, and also buy food for the people at home. And yet the small allowance would help you support yourself here, as the salary takes care of the family behind. But I don't know how people see it, but it is very disheartening to treat people like as if they are not your fellow human beings.
I understand.
Whoever is responsible for that decision, whoever is eating our money, please bring back our money. We shall keep talking about this until you bring back our money.
And now, Dr. Jacob, as you saw from the ministerial statement yesterday, the Honorable Minister, the new Minister of Health, Dr. Christo Aliomunsi, mentioned that the policy in its current form has it that those medical graduate trainees, I'll not call them interns for obvious reasons, okay, because the word intern has been over misused and people tend to equate medical interns to interns in all the other disciplines. So I prefer to use the word medical graduate trainees, though it might be a bit difficult. It's too much English. Some people are saying that saying medical graduate trainees is too much English. But so they have it that they're going to continue supporting those graduate trainees who were being supported by government during their undergraduate training. However, those who were sponsored privately, maybe by parents or guardians or other organizations, they will only be able to provide a meal for now, and they may not be able to continue providing these monthly allowances. So, and we want to know what the plight of these graduate trainees will be. And yes, as the president of the Federation of Uganda Medical Interns, what's your take on that kind of arrangement?
Thank you so much, Doctor. First of all, I would like to beg the minister, please, Honorable Minister, drop the policy. Listen to what stakeholders are telling you. Let me tell you, there is nobody you dictate to. Drop the policy, consult stakeholders, develop a policy that can help this country and this profession. Now, for example, you want to provide lunch. At what time are you going to serve interns lunch?
Sometimes they can't even get time to eat.
You cannot determine. At what time are you going to serve the lunch? And whom do you expect to eat cold portion after a day of sweating with patients? Secondly, the lunch you are going to provide, will it pay rent? Will it buy me Vaseline? Will it buy me a new shirt? Or you expect me to go in front of patients putting on rags? What's so hard with you suspending this policy? Maintain the status quo, give people their allowances, as we discuss this policy. So I have been an advocate of having an internship policy ever since I came into office last year. But this is not what we wanted. This is not near anything that we have been advocating for. Please stop forcing things which are impossible. You are telling a parent who has been coughing millions of money to pay for fees, has loans, sold land, and you are still telling him to go and take care of an old man who has a degree. These things are impossible, Honorable Minister. Listen to us. Listen to your colleagues. Make proper consultations. Otherwise, if you start uttering such statements, we are most likely going to label you. and which we don't want to do, by the way, because we have a lot of hope in you that we had lost. We have a lot of hope in you. Please don't kill us like this. You have the powers in your hands. We can change this. Otherwise, I heard in the video the minister is talking about that the people are threatening to strike. Unless you are telling us to strike, but we have not yet threatened to strike. But if you want us to, keep ahead with such statements. You keep ahead. Then you will see. But we are begging, please listen to us. We can sort this because we have the brains. People made this shambolic policy because they didn't consult. They did not consult. There is nobody in his sane mind can tell you to go and depend on a patient when you are a full graduate and you have left home. How? How? People took their children to universities where they knew. Some have nearby relatives where they would sleep. Some knew they could send easily accessible food to their students, to their children. But for you, you get somebody from Kabul and you throw in Aru and you are telling us in parents take care of it. Stop those things, Honorable Minister, please. Otherwise, there is a point where we shall reach and we stop talking to you also if you refuse to listen to us. And you know where we shall go. You know where we shall go. Please, there is nothing that you're talking about that is applicable. I'm an intern. I'm currently doing internship. Maybe the one you did might be different from what I'm doing, but I can assure you, you can't give us lunch. And then you even go ahead and say that some of us will be given money instead of lunch. Then who will stand with a list to check that for you, you were on government, you're not supposed to eat this lunch? Who will stand to check that? And secondly, the people you're sending money, do you think this money will reach? I will tell you, when I was campaigning, it was in Mulago. At the mess, there is that food that they bring for them, that they're giving them food. I can assure you the food got finished in 5 minutes.
For real.
It was eaten by 10 people, yet it was brought for 80.
Imagine.
Now I'm imagining, what do you think the 70 did? What do you think they did? So please, Honorable Minister, stop these jokes. These are jokes, actually. These are jokes, and unfortunately, we don't have time for the jokes. But these are jokes. Whoever wrote this policy and put such things, if he's putting you on pressure that you should follow them, talk. This country is a very free country. Muse is a very respectable person, respects our life. If people are threatening you, you talk. We shall be your first-hand security. Otherwise, if you want to tell me that you are going to support giving a doctor lunch, honorable, which lunch are you talking about? At what time will you serve it? To be eaten by how many people? And the people are going to give this money to buy this food. Are you sure this food will reach? Please. We are here fighting with people to give interns their allowances. Hospitals are deducting eka 10K, eka 7K, eka 20 from the interns. Even though it is straight and stipulated that the money must be 1 million for every intern. But I'm telling you, they will deduct 10K, 20. If you think I'm lying, you go to Miongo. If you think I'm lying, you go to Mbalo, where I'm from. 7K is always deducted. You go to Mulago.
For lunch?
No, they deduct money here, bank charges over what. And yet other facilities are paying the exact 1 million. Now, how do you want to trust such people with money for food? Please stop these jokes. We are all old people. I know what works for me. What I eat may not be the same for doctor. Some people have their chronic diseases which are very throughout the course. They don't no longer eat your beans and rice. Yes. So please let us stop. That's a joke. Me personally, will take it as a joke. That's why I'm not taking it seriously from an official point of view. But I'm telling you, Honorable, please save us. Save us from this policy. Suspending this policy won't kill anybody. But going ahead with this policy to imply it by force or using dictatorship, you will have a lot of casualties. I don't know where you'll put them. Please, Honorable Minister, listen to us. We are begging. Thank you.
Wow, I can see the bitterness. I mean, it's not really bitterness, but the passion with which you speak this. It must really be coming straight from your heart. And I can feel it really, because I've been there. I've been to the trenches, I've been an intern, I've been a student leader. I know what it means. Internship is a very difficult time. You can be woken up at any time of that day. You can have a sleepless night, you know. Sometimes there are risks. You can be switching, maybe a mother who is HIV positive, you prick yourself, you have to take PEP. So many things are really, really possible. So we hope this policy will really be handled the way it should be handled, and we don't have all these unfortunate instances happening. You mentioned something about stakeholders and consultations. So for such a policy to be developed, ideally, I imagine they should consult the important stakeholders, interns for that matter, medical students, their lecturers, you know, the registrars, the principals, and even patients. So as the FUMI president, as they were coming up with this policy, I really think you would be one of the people that should be consulted for that matter.
True.
Were you
True.
consulted when they were
True.
coming up with this policy?
I was not consulted. My predecessor was not consulted. Even the president who was there before my predecessor was not consulted. We have heard Wuma says it was not consulted. Even the previous presidents were not consulted. The university deans have confirmed they were not consulted. Now, minister, whom did you consult? Whom did you consult? Because at the end of the day, you are not making these policies for yourselves. This policy is for interns. For example, I will tell you what we expect in the policy. Number one, how much is an intern supposed to earn per month? Number two, how long is internship? Number three, in any case, somebody has taken 5 years without doing internship after the course, what should happen? Number four, as you proprietors of internship, you should be much aware and be able to know how many hours should an intern work and how many days a week. Because I'm telling you, this current work rate is slavery. Somebody leaves home at 8 a.m., goes back the following day at 4. This is slavery. And these are things we need to be put straight in the policy, so that even if a supervisor wants somebody to stay on duty for those many hours, has to agree with the intern. Like when we are medical students, sometimes we would work on 80 duties, which we are not supposed to work. But that would come from out of passion or out of agreement with the person we are supposed to work with.
Okay.
Like if you have complicated procedures that you need to learn as an intern, and the senior is around at night, you can sacrifice. You know, even tomorrow morning I'm on duty, but they can push to 2. But that one should not be 3 or 4 times a week, like current things are happening. So the policy we were advocating for is not this. This is something very different. And me, I will be honest with you, I know the debate is about money. But money should never be the first priority in you deciding important issues. The doctors you are joking with now are the doctors that will be in charge of that BPH 30 years from now. I'm telling you the truth. I am telling you the truth. They will be the people in charge of that BPH 30 years from now. The question is, have you created for them a good environment to have good attitudes to learn these things? Or you want them to gamble on that prostate and they cut your urethra? That hysterectomy will lie in the hands of these doctors. Me, I'm telling you the truth. And they will cut your ureters. I'm telling you the truth. 20, 30 years from now. Secondly, these things you are doing are discouraging people from going back to upgrade.
By the way, I was about to ask you, would you encourage your son or daughter to study
medicine? I cannot. I even wanted to start specializing in August, but I'm rethinking my decision. I'm telling you, I'm on 95% now, reversing it. Yes, because why? Why should I? Why should I when SHOs are not getting allowances? Why should I? I saw them on court the other day, taking a case to court that government has denied them their allowances. And yet these are the guys that are running the facilities. So for you people, the decisions you make now, please get to know that 10, 15, 20 years from now when you're not in office, these decisions will catch up with you.
Okay.
I am telling you the truth. Me, 20, 15 years from now, I'll be at the epic of my profession. I'll be still actively practicing, unless God decides otherwise. But for you, I doubt. I doubt. So please plan, knowing that tomorrow you may not be having the opportunity to fly to UK for treatment, and you land in the hands of these people. And these people have 1 year to perfect these skills. That is the year of internship. Then comes you who wants to make this person a student again. How? On which grounds? These things are straightforward and impossible. Do not force things which are wrong to happen. Somebody signed a 5-year contract, has finished medical school.
And you had them another
They have given him his, for you, but because of graduation, you want the guy to. How? On which grounds? On which grounds? And I'm telling you, a student is a student. We have been students. For example, I'll give you a scenario. Last week we had a guy on casualty vomiting blood. Ebola. And we're like, the guy could be having Ebola. Huh? But because he was an intern, bro, he could not run away.
You are the front line.
I could not run. But in Mubende,
in
2022, I was in Mubende. When those of Dr. Muhammad died, may his soul rest in peace. He was my surgery teacher. By then, he was my surgery lecturer. He was doing his master's in surgery.
We had
we were in Mubende. As soon as I heard that they are suspecting, I never stepped in hospital again. So did my friends. But I'm telling you, yes, as students then, we never stepped.
The dynamics
I had to face the guy, I'm telling you. I had to double glove, I had to sanitize, I had to reach home and bathe hot water everywhere. Because I was an intern, I could not run away. But if you want to live the life of Ugandans in the hands of students, it is very unfair that you will not be treated by these people. Because for you, you have capacity to go abroad. But I'm telling you, the villagers who voted you, at one point they will know that it is you who caused them this trauma. So let us not go that far. Please let us reverse this policy. Me, I have no problem with this policy being suspended. I have been an advocate of the policy, but we can suspend it for now. We make proper consultations and we make a proper policy.
Okay. Dr. Jacob, is everything in this policy bad? Or there are some good things?
I saw, for example, the data. The data that people collected was somehow good. Because that's why they say, as the population of the country is 45 million approximately. And according to WHO, for us to have a ratio of 1 to 1,000 patients, the country should be producing 45,000 health workers per year.
45,000?
Yes, according to that same policy. So, and currently the country is producing 20,000 health workers
Not
a year.
even 10%. Actually, that's like 5%.
Yeah. So, I was like, even if we double the current numbers being produced, we don't meet the target that we're supposed to meet. And there comes somebody, starts saying the number of doctors and other interns being produced is too much. For sure. For heaven's sake. And he's talking about 2,000. Can you imagine? And yet we want 45,000 per year. According to the same policy, we want 45,000 per year for us to be able to meet the WHO target of 1 to 1,000.
That means right now we would be incentivizing this medical courses, making them more lovable, attracting people to come for them. But the things we're doing are likely going to turn so many people out.
Exactly. And me, I'm telling you the truth, most of the guys are going to run abroad because at the end of the day, no one studied this course to suffer. No one studied this course to become a slave to anybody. Even these patients and some politicians who come to these hospitals wanting VIP treatment, I can assure you we never studied to be a slave to any of them. That is why we are saying we cannot offer free services. Please, Honorable Minister, in whatever you are planning, just know we shall not at any one point offer free services. Unless it is you coming to do the internship. But if it is us and the boys behind us, you are lying.
No free service.
We are not offering any free service in this country.
Wow. That's our former president, Federation of Uganda Medical Interns, and he's speaking, not only his voice, by the whole voice of all medical interns in Uganda. No free service, and medicine is noble, by the way. Medicine is noble. So, I mean, some of the things you're doing could sort of take away the nobility, you know?
Yeah, you know, sometimes, you see, this is why I'm hesitating. I have refused to call it straight. It is me. I have refused. In my capacity as the president, I
Much
have
as the
refused.
pressure is there. Sometimes I see people in the
Much
groups.
as every day in my inbox, I have hundreds of messages telling me, President, it is enough. Let us first sit down so that these people see the importance of us, so that they maybe use this to determine the future. But I have said no. We are not shedding this blood. I heard the minister talking about that people are planning to strike. Unless you're the one who wants to strike. But I have not yet talked about that. And I have not heard the woman president talk about it. I have not heard the PSU president talk about it. I have not heard the nurses president talk about it. I don't know for you are talking about it in which capacity, of which even if you tell us to strike, we shall not strike. But don't test us. Don't test us. Please, Honorable Minister. You now have this in your hands. You know we had lost hope in that ministry. Me, I'm telling you the truth. We had lost hope.
Yes, it's your mother ministry.
Yes,
Can you
but-
lose hope in your mother?
But we had lost hope. Because I don't remember when I had last heard the voice of the former minister. I actually had her voice responding to my letter which I had written to Parliament the other day about requesting them to intervene in this policy. And she was responding. I was even surprised that she was responding. Me, I never knew that she even attended those things. But they had her response, and it was too inadequate. Too inadequate. It actually showed somebody who never participated even in the drafting of this policy. Yes. So, Honorable Minister, please, I know there is a lot of pressure, but you don't need to rush. Suspend this policy. Let us sit on a round table. We draw a policy.
One that works for all of us.
For all of us. But if you think, even in your own capacity, that providing food, I don't even want to think about that thing again. I don't really want to think about
So the
it.
policy in its current form serves the interest of the people in government and disadvantages the current
Actually,
terms.
this policy doesn't even serve those of government.
It saves them money.
It really, which money? Which money? 24 billion a year. 24 billion a year is how many days expenditure for State House? 12 days.
Yeah, because State House
Around.
spends about 2 billion.
Yeah, around 12 days. You know? So if the president feels sick for 12 days, this country can't go away and it will still stay working. You know? So 24 billion is not something that government is saving at the cost of the health of the population. Let me tell you why. If you're sick, you will not work. If you don't work, you will not make an income. If you don't make an income, you'll be unable to pay tax. If you're unable to pay tax, government won't get money. When the government doesn't get money, how will it run the government?
No way. So investing in health is actually investing in the
In the
population
government,
and
yes.
you increasing the productivity of people so that they can make the money and they pay taxes and
There is no person who is not healthy who will benefit this government. How? Operation Wealth Creation will need healthy people. The health ones who are using the money and the health ones who are doing the manual labor. Even if it is a machine, it needs to be operated by somebody who is healthy. I can tell you the beginning of everything is health. Without good health, you are joking.
Dr. Jacob, this is really, really very interesting, and thank you very much for sharing this with us. I just wanted to pick your thoughts on, I've heard of an internship exam. I've heard it. It's being proposed. I don't know if it's in the policy. I've not yet fully read the policy. But what would be your take on this internship exam that is being talked about now?
Well, personally, I don't agree with it from a personal basis. But we should also look at the reasons as why these people are bringing up this exam. When I read through the reasons that everyone has been talking about, there is no tangible reason. I'll give you an example. I'm a product of KIU. After the first semester, there is a bridge. If you fail one paper, you don't cross. Then you start the 2 semesters. After those 2 semesters, there is a bridge. If you fail, you don't cross. You started that 1 semester. Same bridge. There are around 5 bridges in 5.5 years.
All these are exams.
All of these are exams. But we pass through. We pass through. Now, what makes you think that one exam is going to make somebody competent? Don't lie to yourselves. Always. Secondly, having that exam requires you to have a board that is responsible for setting this exam. Thirdly, the board is not in place, and it needs time for you to constitute a board which is genuine. Now, the University Act gives the university authority to examine and pass students. First, change that thing constitutionally before saying that for you will fail somebody's students. Yet he has capacity to pass them.
Yes.
Then, me personally, I don't really think that a doctor can be full assessed in
Just
hours.
one exam. Because there's so much beyond the theory, practical, and besides, even if it's maybe the clinical exam, are you going to examine in pediatrics, obs and gyne, surgery, internal medicine?
Oh, we should agree that the exam is really not something that can add us value as we talk. The money you are willing to invest in exams, please make sure every year you construct a building out of that for internal residencies. There it will be better. Because if, for example, you are calculating to have 10 billion to conduct this thing, set up a structure. Go to Mbale, set up an extra structure. Next year, go to Fort Poto. The other day, go to Gulu. Next year, go to the other day, go to Mbarara. Build these accommodations for people. Actually, not even interns alone, even your staff are badly off. But exams for
they can first chill on it. Dr. Jacob, thank you very much for this wonderful conversation, and we're about to come to the end of it. I just wanted to pick your last remarks as we're winding up this conversation. What message do you have? One, for your electorate, your constituents, the interns who are currently finishing internship. I'm sure they are left with less than 2 months to complete, and a new lot will be coming in. So I also don't know if you have any message for the lot that will be coming in. There are those who are following you, the medical students. I don't know if you have any message for them. Is there anything they can do about this policy for now in its current form, especially in terms of advocacy? Do you have any message for your seniors, the doctors who are already out there and practicing, the bodies that take us, the Uganda Medical Associations, the Pharmaceutical Society, and all that? Do you have any message for them? And lastly, the policy makers. Do you have any message for them?
Let me start with the seniors. I would like to thank you, colleagues, for the love you have shown us and the love you have shown this profession to fight this policy, because this is very unfair to us all. Please keep that heart. That is the heart that will enable us to have doctors 10, 15 years from now. You will be remembered by history. To my fellow colleagues, the interns, guys, thank you so much for working. For the deprived ones, those ones who are not getting allowances, I can assure you they will pay us our money.
Money will come.
Our money will come.
Yes.
We never signed any, the contract we signed, we were to be paid. Whoever is taking our money, God is watching. Our money will come. To the rest of the colleagues, thank you so much for the work. Please push on. Push on. We are about to finish. And thank you for caring about those ones behind you. And I can assure you we are going to leave them in better hands than we found. To the pre-interns, I'm very ready to help. Whatever you come up with, my phones are on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you call and they don't pick, I will call back. Let's not rush into decisions. Let's follow the correct protocols. This policy shall not see late. I'm telling you the truth. The way it is, it will not see late. And everyone will be consulted until we come up with a good policy. If they do not do as we say or as we see right, then you will see us acting in a different way. Now, let's let the policy makers. These policies are made for people. You don't make these policies for yourselves. And we, the consumers of the policy, are saying this policy is bad. This policy does not meet the targets of what we want. This policy does not represent the NRM government's vision. This policy does not represent the thinking of our president. This policy is fighting his government. But I want to assure you, before you turn us against Mzee, we shall first tell Mzee how you are fighting him. And we are going to tell him how you are fighting him. And we have proof. We have proof. Mzee said pay 2.5 million. You reduce the money. You give people 1 million. Which is very little money for a graduate to survive. Mzee said all people should be facilitated. You are segregating the interns. Now you are bringing this thing here. Students who have studied on government. These are your children. We know. These are your children because these are the people who have been in good schools.
Yes.
It is not that they are better than us. Wapi. It is just because they were lucky. They went in good schools. They got good marks, and they went on government sponsorship. Otherwise, if they were subjected to the environments people all have studied in, they wouldn't even be there. They might even have not qualified for this course. So we know you are fending for your children. That's why you are talking like this. But it is very unfair. Because at the end of the day where you'll get the accident, your child won't be there. It is this person that you are trying to marry that will be there to handle that head of yours which has cracked. So please, let us not be segregative. Let us design policies in love of this country. In love of this country. So you want to facilitate one person and then you get another person and you give a portion race, portion bills. Please, policy makers, make policies that benefit this country. Make policies that reach into the vision of this government. Make policies that don't ashame Mzee. Mzee has appointed you people, genuinely put into positions. Please stop shaming him. Lastly, we are waiting for our input into the new policy design. We are waiting. Please do the right thing. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr.
I
President.
would also like to thank Uma TV for hosting me.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. We are so grateful.
Okay.
And we pray this profession grows into the profession that we grew up admiring and the profession that we took up knowing it is what it is. Not these things that are coming in to paint a bad picture in the profession.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow. We can't thank you enough, Mr. President, for sparing time to be with us. We know you traveled a very long distance to come and give us this interview, so thank you very much. And please greet for us your fellow interns, FUMI, and your message has been well taken. We hope the concerned people have heard the message. If you think there's something you can help us to propagate this message, to reach the concerned people, please do that. Tag them, comment, copy this link and share it to a place where they will how to find this message. We believe this message is going to reach there, it's going to sink in, and we are going to see the changes that we badly need. With those few words, I want to end this conversation here. Thank you very much for being a great audience. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed. Like this video, share, comment, send us your opinions, and together we are going to create a very long-lasting impact that will benefit all of us and the generations come after us. Thank you very much and have a good time.